I, of course, wish that Dialectical UW and the University of Pittsburgh were not this good at keeping the ball rolling because I don't like making money for child molesters, which, of course, is what's happening. The FBI is turning all of my videos as property over to the Warhol Museum as a heist because John Lennon pulled a Houdini. They say that's not true and blame me for his um, uh, heist. So what they've done was take a person and contested my innocence in the matter. Now, one of the people who wrote this script, who is an ally of King Crimson, was the first person to play King Crimson for me. He's an ally of Ringo Starr. Greg Starr-Cynic was chosen as an agent by Ringo and Greg Carl to show their partnership in the matter of the script. Greg Carl had a brother I met. There were sons of Mary Lou Carl, MLK, Mary Lou Carl. And I met Lou Carl, son of Mary Lou Carl, before my mother married Lou Carl Ellie. Um, and he enjoyed taunting me with war games and so forth, and he would tell me stories. His older brother, Mark, who evidently died saving somebody from drowning, considered a Christian Good Samaritan by Lou Carl, had a toy that you could crank and it would give you a shock, and I was too timid to do it. And of course, that made them eye me, because they could see I could be used for anything fodder. And when I went down to 700 block of Mellon, the same thing happened. They were throwing a plastic jug at each other, and I backed away, and they all stopped and started circling me. And Tina, who had lured me down there, got put in prison for 10 years for nearly killing a girl with her fists in deadly assault with intent to kill. And this was Penis Gabriel glamorized her. He adopted her in the name of Amnesty International for his Manson family and Moon Unit Zappa, the people who just killed Searcy Kennedy. In the name of Amnesty International, he adopted and named a researcher about me, Tina. So we understand they've been working with people from Attica State, psychiatry from Attica State, from the days when I was being taunted by Lou Carl, who told me a story of the Green Man. Now, I'm in Inslee, state of Washington, where the COVID detachment operated their attack through media recently, within the last year. And is claiming it was shock therapy for climate change movement. But really, they've never cared about ecology. It's just their excuse. And they're prigs. And he told me the story about the Green Man. The Green Man, he said, had been struck by lightning and turned green. He had long fingers. And nobody ever wanted to be friends with him. And nobody ever wanted to do anything but laugh at him. And what the UW Dialectical COVID detachment, which were forbidden to call perverts for any reason, no matter what they do to anybody, especially if the person is deaf, communicated was that what is important isn't that the experiment didn't work. What they did is enough to make Jimmy Creary the Green Man. Cho and Brecker worked together on this for Ono and Burston and Lou Carl and Ash Green and the symphony of the COVID detachment. What they did was imply that I was used in a vivisection experiment where I was struck by lightning with intent to turn me into a sexual predator who would be going around in old age trying to get little girls to go out with him, maybe waiting till they're 18 trying to seduce Greta Thunberg or something like this, right? And it doesn't matter that it didn't work. What matters is that the issue was raised about the persona and impinged on the persona. And what they then did was a sleight of hand. Don't talk about Cersei Kennedy because Bill Gates still has a doctor needle injection who craves to see the soul of somebody who's writhing under the deadly threat of an HIV injection. They poison me in the mouth. It's a bridge between the AIDS genocide and the COVID detachment that they pulled. And Cersei isn't enough to pay for it. What they also have in backup isn't just the nuclear bomb at the mountain, but they have Operation Middle Sister. And even though nobody knows what Operation Middle Sister is, we can guess from AIDS and COVID. And nobody wants Operation Middle Sister unless it means a real money run on the bank for the black man. Then maybe we'll never see it, because that's what they did, Nate. They abolished apartheid, advanced Mandela and Obama, and they did the same thing in COVID. They advanced Black Lives Matter. So the black man is going to wait and see whether he wants to say something about this here Merle sister until he sees whether Licky Chops is going to get him. Yeah? So this is the mentality. It's a real sad thing. But that's what they've got going. And they say don't talk about the fact that McCartney used my name and then knocked me out. That's why you can never get across to people, the Parents and Teachers Association and Judge Peckman and other responsible types. It's that they implanted something to knock out and cause a coma in a child. Well, McCartney scribbled on the brain, scribbled my name and said, blame him, blame him, blame him. We'll make you laugh. He's the Green Man. And then they went in with a hottie from Hooters, Michael Plunger, right? And they got it to blow out where you can see it now, right? And they'll poison me in the mouth for showing you, right? And they say, see what a piece of shit the liberal is? They take the plunger and pop open the nerve plasma, and they say, see what a piece of shit the liberal is? That's what the West Coast is. It's the headquarters for the criminally insane. I didn't have anything to do with this stuff. It was British vivisection. They're psychopaths. Boycott rock and roll. They knew they were doing this.